was going to say September 18th in Spanish, but then I realized I don't know how to say September 18th in Spanish. Okay. So, do you come here often? You should. I'll just move straight into cheesy pickup lines. Today is September 18th. Let's read, shall we? This is called God's Help. Sorry, look, this is what I use. That's what my book is sitting on because I'm old and I can't see that far, even with my glasses on. God's Help. We don't let go into trust until we've exhausted our egos. Rob Lehman. I would say this is true. There's an old story about a man who was caught in a flood. First, he was called and told to evacuate his home. He calmly refused, saying God would save him. The waters rushed the streets, climbing the foundations of the homes. When the streets were filled, a rescue team in a rubber raft called to him, and he again refused, saying God would save him. The power of the water deepened, and the flood was crashing through the windows of his home. He was now perched on his roof. A helicopter came, and he still refused, saying yet again that God would save him. The flood did what floods do, and he drowned. On the other side, he was angry and bitterly questioned God. Why didn't you save me? I kept my faith till the end. And God, perplexed, replied, I tried. I called, and I sent a raft and a helicopter, but you wouldn't come. Like the thought of love, God starts in everything unseeable, but comes to us plainly in the things of this world. That was a cat knocking crap over. Thank you. And then he leaves. Makes a mess, and then he leaves. Furry children. Mindful moment. Close your eyes and pray for one thing you need. Breathe deeply until the prayer loses its words. Open your eyes and enter your day listening to the things around you, for they carry what you need. Yep. I was going to say I see this happen a lot, but I will confess that I probably do this a lot. Asking for something, asking God for something, and then it shows up. However, I will say, I think more often than not, I have really learned to look for and accept the gift of everyday things that God shows himself in. Every little thing is a miracle to me. An example, any of you who know me know that I pick stuff up off the street. I just do. I do. I'm a picker. I have a pretty decent garden going out in our yard, but I'm also a bit greedy. When I have a good thing, I want a lot more of it. And I still want places for the kids to play though, so I can't tear up all the grass, because they have to play somewhere. So I'm driving down the street that I drive down pretty regularly, and there's these crates, and they're big. Not ginormous, but big. They are pretty sturdy. I'll have to reinforce them a little bit, but they're pretty dang sturdy. And so now, guess what I have? I have 3 crates, 4x4x2, and they're completely perfect. So the guy, I stopped and talked to the man to make sure that I could take them, and he says he's been putting them out for 30 years, and people always take them. So this week alone, I've gotten 3. So I think I want a total of 6, but I'm not sure. So we'll see. There's my garden. There's more garden space for me, and that leaves more yard space for the kids to play. The other thing that I wanted was a better thing to use than kitchen sponges. I hate kitchen sponges. They're synthetic. I know what it takes to make them, which is a bunch of toxic waste. I use them until they're disgusting and they make their way through the house. They enter clean and lovely to work in the kitchen, and then they start moving their way down until they end up being for scrubbing car tires. So I use them until there's nothing left, but still, I know just in the making of a kitchen sponge, there's a lot of toxic waste and pollution. So loofahs are great, but loofahs are kind of expensive and I can't always find them. And I've tried to grow loofahs before. In Nevada, the deer would get in my yard and eat my plants down as soon as they would like get any height, you know? So that never worked. So Wes's cousin, Rebecca, ooh, check out her, she has a YouTube channel, Becca's Planet, all kinds of cool stuff. Anyway, she gave me 2 little loofah sprouts, you know, loofah plant sprouts. And I took care of them, then they got flooded, and then they got dried out, and it was just this whole process. So I finally stuck them in the ground, and they kind of like, and they just barely making it. And then like a week ago, they just exploded. So now, not only do I have a massive loofah vine, I have about 16 that are already like giant, that are gonna be totally usable as body sponges, household sponges, everything. See? Ask and you shall receive. I just have to grow my own sponges. But I'm totally stoked to do that. And it just makes me feel super grateful that that's even a possibility. Growing your own sponges, growing your own food, yeah, growing your own sponges. Pretty cool. Anyhow, I hope you have an awesome day. I'm going to. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow.